Hello, Internetians! My name is Josh, aka UltraPlayer, and I am your coach of the Philly Soldu. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the BBL, the Endless Battlers League. This is going to be season number 3, week number 5. We're taking on Ben, aka Nightspear, today, coach of the awesome Swoobats, so be sure to go check him out in the description below. He stopped uploading for a very long time, and with BBL, he's actually returning to it, so it would be really, really nice for him to get a whole bunch of support from this community as he tries to get back into uploading to YouTube and such. So, real quick, if you want to know what I'm bringing, why I'm bringing it, the moves these 6 months have, the EVs these 6 months have, what I'm predicting, and the overall game plan, go check out the team builder that I put up 3 hours ago, because I forgot to put it up yesterday, before I went to work. So, yeah, so it went up today at like 1 o'clock, and this is going up at 4 o'clock, hopefully. So please be sure to go check that out. And yeah, because I go over all my mods and details and everything. But as a quick recap, we didn't play the game later or anything. I'm just a degenerate who forgets how to do stuff. But as a quick recap, I am bringing a Choice Scarf Mienshao, a Scizor, which is SD, Bruce, Pursuit. Uxie is Stealth Rock 3 attacks. Xerneas is Thunderwave Calm Mind. Gligar is Standard. And then the Mega Abomasnow is something. Yeet! Mega Abomasnow is Mega Abomasnow. It's great. We're looking at the team that Ben decided to bring. He brings the Rotom-Wash, the Drapion, the Tangrowth, the Mega Alakazam, the Zygarde, the Father, and Magearna. So, very interesting team he decided to bring. The first thing I immediately noticed with no hesitation is that he did not bring a Stealth Rocker, which is very, very nice. A Stealth Rock's chipping me down. Very, very annoying. I noticed he did bring Toxic Spikes, as he's been bringing, so that's very important to know. I'm liking the matchup pretty well, based on what I brought and everything. The only thing that I did notice, which was a really, really big pain, was that because of the set that I had to bring on Gligar, it forces in Rotom and Tangrowth a lot. So I have to be very, very careful around that and not just let them get free switches all the time and get recovery and such. But anyway, I don't remember what happened in this battle because this was like over a week ago. So yeah, we're gonna play this by ear. I do know obviously that I'm gonna lead off with my my Mienshao, as its Choice Guard to nothing on his team can outspeed me, and it's just basically a free attack or a free U-turn. So he's gonna lead off with his Rotom-Wash. I'm gonna lead off with my Mienshao. I don't want to stay in and get burned because I know I don't OHKO this thing with high jump kick, even though it is high jump kick and it's extremely strong. So I'm just going to go for U-turn. I want to see what he wants to do, and see if he's okay with his Rotom taking a whole bunch of damage if I went for high jump kick. So good to know for later. But he U-turn out, and I'm going to drop in my Mastodon. I don't want to go hard into my Mega Abomasnow because my Mega Abomasnow is physical, or has some physical moves, and I don't want to take a Wisp, as he's actually going to go for Volt Switch, which is interesting to note. But I'm okay with my Mastodon taking just a little bit of chip damage, as he is going to bring in the Magearna, which is perfectly okay to me, because this is going to tell me immediately that this is not set up Magearna, but I'm not risking it. I refuse to risk this thing still being set up. I know it's going to be Assault Vest, but I'm not going to risk it. I'll go for the Thunder Wave immediately, because I know I can take a Flash Cannon. And then I'm going to, I believe, switch out here, save my Xerneas for another day, as I've already done what I said I was going to do in my game plan, which was get a pair off on the Magearna, which is extremely important. And here I'm going to go into my Uxie, because my Uxie can take a hit from this thing and get up my rocks, which is really nice. I see something going to pull a switch into the Rotom, which, once again, I'm okay with. This thing can't do too much to me. If he Toxics me, that's probably the worst thing he could do, but regardless, I'm going to go for my rocks. I want them up. I want chip damage off on everything so that Mienshao can start really putting on pressure versus him, because, actually, other than Zygarde, if it's fully physically defensive, there is not a single Pokemon on his team that is not 2-KO'd. Actually, Zygarde in general. But everything on his team is 2-KO'd by High Jump Kick. So, here he's going to switch out into his Drapion, as I'm just going to go for the hard switch. I'm not going to risk him being faster than me. Go for U-turn. He reveals to not be Pursuit, which is fine, as I'm going to bring in my Gligar. If he wants to go for whatever, he can go for whatever. This would have defogged away any Toxic Spikes that he might want to put up. Black Sludge is going to put him back up to full, but that's perfectly okay. And here's when I was like, wow, you know, I don't I don't do anything to his core, so I pull a double into Mega Bomb Snow, trying to catch both the Rotom or the King Growth, as he is going to switch out too into the Rotom. And here's where this is why I mentioned MattOshea earlier. He was okay with taking damage on his Rotom, which is something that I should have taken note of, right? And he was okay with just letting this happen. I'm going to Mega Evolve. I'm going to try and catch the Magearna coming in. I feel like Rotom is still very, very valuable to him. I still feel like he can switch on some of my Mons with it and pivot around. So I go for the Earthquake, predicting Magearna, as he is just going to go for Will-O-Wisp. Very strange play to me, because I feel like I could have gone for Giga Drain, which is what I have. Or even Woodhammer. Even if I was burned, Woodhammer would have sent this thing to the moon. But he stays in and goes for the Will-O-Wisp, which puts me in the back foot, because now my Bomb Stone is both burned and I didn't get anything out of the turn. Very unfortunate. However, this turn he's going to go for the Volt Switch, as I go for the Giga Drain on this turn, I believe, as he is going to pull a switch into the Drapion. Now, Drapion is going to take virtually nothing from this Giga Drain, and I really want to Earthquake this thing, because I know I live a Poison Jab, but because I'm burned, it's not going to do too much, and even if it did, it's not worth taking the Poison Jab when I want this thing around to be a Zygarde answer. So, I'm going to go ahead and get out of there. I'm going to go back out into my Gligar. And I am going to... he's going to put up his Sock Spikes, which is not what I want to deal with at all, I'll be honest. So, I believe I'm just going to immediately get rid of them with my Defog, which it sucks because it can get rid of my... it's going to get rid of my Stealth Rocks, but that's the game I'm going to have to play. He's going to pull the switch into Stofers, which is going to be the Tangrowth, as I go for Defog. Yes, to go for Defog. Do not want those Sock Spikes to stay up. Cannot let them stay up. So, he pulls the switch into the Tangrowth on what I guess he expected to be an Earthquake, and I'm going to go ahead and switch on out of there into my Xerneas, because it's the best thing that I can have to switch into this thing that will actually do something back. As he is actually, I believe he goes for Hidden Power Fire. No, he goes for Hidden Power, I'm guessing that's going to be Hidden Power Fire or Hidden Power Ice. I'm not sure. But regardless, on this turn, I know I live a Poison Jab, so I'm going to go ahead and go for the Calm Mind. And try and get a whole bunch of damage off on this. Or, what I predicted was him go to Magearna, and then with this, I can take, I believe, it takes two, I'll be able to get 2 Hidden Power Grounds off on this thing, which will get a decent amount of damage off on this, which is very, very nice. So, we'll go over the Hidden Power Ground. He's going to do a decent amount. That's going to tell me he's fully Spit F, Assault Vest, which I'm guessing this was also his Gren check, which makes a bit of sense. So, I'm going to keep clicking Hidden Power Ground. My goal is to get this thing weakened, get it in range of High Jump Kick, as well as getting in range of something from my Mega Abomasnow, which outspeeds this now. He goes to Flash Cannon, which I live thanks to the Calm Mind, and I'm going to be able to hit this thing with one more Hidden Power Ground, put it very, very low. And now, he's going to Flash Cannon knock me out, which is perfectly okay, because this means I get a 100% free switch into whatever I want, and whatever I want is going to be my MattOshea, because MattOshea obliterates everything on his team right now. And it's not even something that I had to predict around. It's not something that I had to think, will he go into this? All I have to do is drop in my MattOshea and click High Jump Kick, and I claim kill. And it's going to be versus this Magearna. So the big threat that I was super worried about is now dead. He's going to pull a switch into Thoth, which is going to be the Mega Alakazam, which is the only thing he has to check this thing, which I'm perfectly okay with. I switch out here into Kaguya, which is going to be my Uxie, because my Uxie can pivot around this thing. I don't want to go hard out into my Scizor. I want to get a free switch in my Scizor, like I said, so I can Pursuit Trap this thing. But regardless, he is going to Mega Evolve, and he is going to go for the... I believe he just goes for Psychic. Psyshock. I'm sorry. He goes for Psyshock. And I believe I go for the Knockoff. Do I go for Knockoff? I feel like I go for Knockoff. Or U-Turn. U-Turn is also a possibility. I go for the U-Turn. And this is really nice because this U-Turn puts him in range of my High Jump Kick, should I want to. But I'm going to, and which is what I'm going to go to, is my MattOshea, because that's High Jump Kick range. And once again, same scenario as earlier, I now just get a kill with High Jump Kick. No matter what, He's going to go into which is going to be his Drapion. And this Drapion is going to get eviscerated by this high jump kick. It actually lives, which was interesting. I didn't think it would live, which makes me nervous. Like, I was really nervous that I didn't want to click high jump kick again because I thought I would miss. But we're actually going to hit. I'm going to be able to knock out the Drapion, which is very, very nice, as he's going to go out into his Tangrowth. And this is something that can take on my Scizor set, which is one of my game plans right now, is Scizor winning. So I don't want this thing to be able to be around anymore. And that's going to reveal that he... I know he's going to go for knockoff. I know he's going to get rid of my Choice Scarf. But I'm okay with that, because I still pressure the Zygarde, and I still pressure the Rotom, even without my Choice Scarf. So I'm okay with losing my Choice Scarf, and the means to 2-hit KO this Tangrowth. Get another kill for my Mienshao, and just put on so much pressure. He's going to switch out into his Thoth, once again, his Mega Alakazam, and I'm going to pull the switch into Scizor this time. I'm okay with whatever he goes for, even if he goes for Hidden Power Fire, because that is more than likely Bullet Punch range, unless he's a lot more HP invested than I think. So I'm going to pull up, switch into my Scizor, and just click Bullet Punch. If he clicked anything but Hidden Power Fire here, I might click Pursuit. But because he does click Hidden Power Fire, I kind of now force my hand and I have to click Bullet Punch, which, again, I'm okay with, because he might stay in. So I go for Bullet Punch, and unfortunately, he is, in fact, more HP invested than I talked about in the calc. He barely holds on, which is very, very unfortunate, because no matter what his HP investment was, unless he was max HP, that was a very good roll in my favor. So very unfortunate there, but I'm going to be able to go out into my Mienshao, or not my Mienshao, my Mega Abomasnow, and I'm going to be able to get up the Hail. And as much as I just want to click something other than Ice Shower to hit whatever he switches into and let Hail kill this thing, or not Hail kill this thing, but just let whatever kill him, I'm not going to take the hit. I cannot take the Hidden Power Fire. I had to go for Ice Shard. I'm going to knock him out, which is good. So all he has left is Rotom and the Zygarde. He brings in the Zygarde, and that kind of strikes me as odd, but then he goes for Protect, and I'm like, okay, so this is going to be Self-Protect. God, don't be toxic. I'm going to go for Blizzard. I'm going to play this game for a little bit. I'm going to scout to see what he has, and I'm going to have to formulate a game plan of how I don't lose the Zygarde, because Self-Protect could actually do it, because I'm Blizzard, and not, like, Ice Punch or anything, because I knew that Coil could beat Ice Punch. So, whew. I'm going to click Blizzard a couple times. I don't want to switch during a substitute turn. I want to switch during a Protect turn, because I have to switch out. Right? I have to switch out, because eventually he's going to stall with Hail, and then Blizzard is going to... He's going to keep doing this until Blizzard misses, right? So, I believe this is the turn. Is this the turn where I switch? That's the turn where I switch. I believe I go out into my... Yes, I go out into my Gligar, because I can take hits from this point, because even though without my Violite, I'm still very bulky, and I'm going to be able to go for the Taunt to stop him from doing whatever he wants, which is very important. And I'm also going to get to see what his speed is. I don't remember what his speed on Gligar is. I think he guaranteed outspeeds me. He does not. He bolts switch into the Rotom, which is very interesting to me, as I go for the Taunt. And then here... Man, if this Rotom was dead, if I clicked Giga Drain versus it, this would have been a wrap. But here, I believe I switch out into what's alive? That Uxie to sack it off. But he goes for Volt Switch. He's gonna be able to knock me out, and I'm going to. What do I go out to? I think I go out into my Mienshao to force his hand, right? I'm going to go to Mienshao to force his hand. My Mienshao is no longer Choice Scarfed, and that's very, very good for me. Me getting my Choice Scarf knocked off was a very, very good play, because now, because he's Protect, I can click Knock Off on this turn, which is what I was going to click regardless, because I can get rid of the leftovers. And even if he wants to Protect, I'm not going to take the High Jump Kick recoil damage, so I'm going to go for Knock Off. I want those leftovers gone, because without those leftovers, he won't be able to self-protect on Mega Abomasnow like he's been doing. Get a good amount of damage off, and then he is going to go for the Coil, which sucks, because if he didn't go for Coil there, if he went for 1,000 Arrows, or something, I would have knocked him out with High Jump Kick, and the game would have ended. But I'm going to go for High Jump Kick. I want as much damage off on this thing as possible. And you can see, even with the Coil up, that does a shit ton of damage, and puts him out of range of a sub, which is very, very good. He's going to get his Power Construct off. And, we are going to see the rise of Father. Father comes out. Zygarde 100% is here. And once again, I'm just going to go for high jump kick. I want as much damage off on this thing as possible. I don't want him to have the idea that he can set up versus me. He's going to go for the 1,000 arrows. And that is going to knock out my Mawile from the range it is at. I believe it knocked it out regardless. But anyway, this is fine because now I can pull the switch into my Mega Abomasnow. He can try to sub-protect, but the hail will be chipping him down because his leftovers is gone. And this is going to ultimately be a battle that I win versus this thing. So he can go for protect if he wants to. It does not matter. My Mega Abomasnow beats a lot of members of his team. He's going to have to pull something funky out of his hat to beat me. But he's not going to be able to. I'm too bulky for his Zygarde. Even if he wants a quick 1,000 arrows here and crit, it's not going to make a difference. The only thing that kills me at this range is Iron Tail. He's going to go for protect. As I'm going to go for Ice Shard to chip him down once again and put him in range of Hail. And Hail is going to finish him off. And all he has left is a Rotom Wash. And the only way he's going to be able to knock out my Mega Abomasnow from the range it is at is if he has Hidden Power Fire. Which would not be good, because my only Mon left is a, my only Mon left is, after that, is Gligar. But he is going to reveal the Hydro Pump as the move he goes for. I'm going to play Giga Drain. I'm going to get a whole bunch of damage off on this thing. And I'm going to get very, very healthy. And then Hail is going to put him very, very low. And overall, this is just the end of the game. Once again, he can only knock me out with Hidden Power Fire. And I will be knocking him out with Giga Drain on the next turn, which is what you're going to see happen. He goes for Hydro Pump. He does a little bit of damage to me. And then I'm going to be able to finish this game off with the Mega Abomasnow. And win 2-0 versus Ben, which is a very, very good opponent. Really kept me on my toes this game with the Zygarde set. But that's the game. Me and Xiao and Mega Abomasnow both pick up 3 kills, which is very, very nice. And they are tied for my kill leaders in this season, both at 6 kills, which is very, very fun. But yeah, that's going to be the game. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of the team that I brought, as well as the way the battle went. I had a lot of fun with this game. And next week, we will be facing off against Willy and his Brisbane Scyther. So be sure, of course, to check that out. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.